If the thought of writing a dissertation is stressing you out, you're not alone. Writing something as big as a dissertation can be daunting, especially if this is your first time. That said, if you want to find out how to ace your dissertation structure, keep watching. Hi, I'm Will from Ivory Research, and I'm here to teach you how to structure your dissertation from start to finish. In this video, I will take you through each element of the dissertation so that you can learn how to structure your project effectively. Please remember that your university might have its own rules regarding structure and formatting, so always check your dissertation handbook to be on the safe side. Hopefully, this is a very obvious page, but you'd be surprised how many students miss it out. On the title page, you will typically need to put the title of your project. Make it concise and compelling. The date of submission, your supervisor's name, your department's name as well as your university's name, your name. Just think, you could be an official author if you were to publish your findings one day. We're sure you will be familiar with this part, as you're likely to have read lots of abstracts in the past when looking for academic sources. Your abstract should be an overall summary of your dissertation. Will someone want to read it? Will they not? This is your chance to highlight your main question and findings so people can decide whether it is relevant for them to read. People will want to know what they're getting themselves in for before they begin reading your dissertation. So, try to make the table of contents as clear as possible. Top tip, use Word's automatic table of contents generator to make sure your contents page is formatted to perfection. Here, you can show your heartfelt gratitude to anyone who has helped you with the grueling task of writing your dissertation. Whether this be the people who kept you sane, the participants of your research, or someone you wish to dedicate your findings to. It's all up to you. Your introduction chapter will make or break your dissertation. It needs to be clear and engaging and should include the following elements: contextual information around your chosen topic, the introduction of key debates, the outline of your research question and its relevance, a description of your methodology, an outline of the structure of your dissertation. We'd recommend writing the introduction last to ensure it's complete and compelling. The literature review chapter should provide a critical summary of all the literature that's relevant to your chosen topic. Once you have provided a critical summary of the existing research, you will then need to explain the rationale for your dissertation. In other words, you will need to explain why the existing literature has inspired you to carry out your dissertation. Ask yourself, how will my dissertation contribute to the existing literature? What gap will it fill? It is crucial to have an answer for this question if you want to achieve top marks. Methodology chapters are there to explain to the reader exactly how the research was carried out. The perfect methodology should make the reader feel confident that they could replicate the whole study themselves. Most good methodologies tend to include an outline of the research design, including how it will answer the research question, a description of the research philosophy, a description of the research approach, an outline of the research strategy, a description of the research methods. This may include subsections such as sampling, procedure, data collection, data analysis, validity and reliability or ethics, dependent on the subject you're studying. This is where your descriptive skills come in. If your dissertation focuses on quantitative data, you should include all of the graphs, charts, and tables relevant to your research question. These should be easy and clear to read so that they can support your discussion chapter later on. If your data is qualitative, you should report the observations and quotes that are most representative of your key findings. It's time to get analytical. In this chapter, you need to critically evaluate your findings in relation to the initial research question. What insights have you discovered? The discussion chapter is one of the most important chapters you will write because it gets down to the nitty-gritty and helps you uncover the most important insights from your research. It's best to think of the discussion chapter as a 5-stage process. To get the best marks, this chapter should respond to your research question. If your findings were inconclusive, it's fine to say so, but make sure you respond to your initial research question. Show how your findings fit in with the existing literature. Acknowledge the implications of your findings. You could consider professional and academic implications. Recognize the limitations of your study. Consider ways your research could be extended in the future. Congratulations! The end is in sight. You can now focus on the final stages of your dissertation. This should be an enjoyable section as it shows you just how far you've come. Now's the time to tell your reader what you found, but more importantly, why it matters. Try not to simply repeat what you've said in the discussion chapter. Instead, try to summarize your entire dissertation in a concise and compelling manner. The conclusion should eloquently emphasize the significance of your dissertation so that your reader remembers it long after they've finished reading it. Writing a strong conclusion is definitely not easy, but it is a skill you can practice. This is the section where you can include any additional information that readers might need to better understand your project. This could include interview scripts or raw data. If you have any concerns, it's best to check with your supervisor to find out what information they would like to see in the appendices. A dissertation without a reference list is like a house without foundations, weak and unsupported. This is a long list of all the references you've included within your dissertation. Here you can evidence all of your wider reading and prove that the references you've made do in fact exist, so people can look into them if they want to know more. That being said, it will only support your work if it's accurate, so be sure to correctly label and reference everything. You should follow your university's preferred referencing style to achieve top marks here. Now for our 2 main top tips for writing a first-class dissertation. Top tip number 1. Get regular feedback. Your supervisor will be the most important person in your life until you finish your dissertation. Your relationship should not stop after your initial meeting. Asking for regular feedback will keep your research project on track. We recommend aiming to see them a minimum of 3 to 5 times throughout the year. Top tip number 2. Mark and edit your dissertation. Once you have finished the first draft of your project, you should pour your remaining energy into editing and improving your dissertation. Marking it against your university marking guide can be beneficial to highlight weaker areas for improvement. So, there you have it. I hope this has given you a clear structure for your dissertation and now you feel confident getting started. At Ivory Research, we provide academic support to anyone who may need help with their studies. If you need help writing your dissertation, contact us today at ivoryresearch.com or check out the other services we have to offer. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comments section and a member of the team will get back to you. If this video has helped you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see our new videos. We wish you the best of luck with your dissertation.